Today I'm going to show you how to create a PDF in Adobe Acrobat, prepare it for Integrify, and map the fields in a PDF generator task. First, you will either need to have an already created PDF, or you can create a blank page and add text and images in Adobe. Once you're in Adobe Acrobat, you can choose Create PDF here and click on Blank Page to create a new PDF. You can see that we added text fields for date, name, email address, phone number, quote amount, and we also have a field that an Integrify form would be a radio button with a yes and no option. Here we're just adding the text for that option. Once you've completed creating your document, you're going to choose Prepare Form under the Tools menu. You can see that there is a form field auto detection where Adobe can auto detect certain fields for you. Click Start when you're ready, and you can see that Adobe has already created these fields for you. You can right-click on the different fields to edit the properties to change the font color and the size under the Appearance tab. I'm also going to show you how to create a field if you chose to not do the auto detection. So I'm going to delete this name field here. So the way that you would add a field in Adobe if you did not use the auto detection would be this text option up here, add a text field. And then you can click and drag it and drop it into Adobe and then create a field name. And you're just going to choose the corresponding name. You can edit the size by dragging the border here, and now you have your field. Now we will have to add the button options for the callback question. Here you can see that there is a radio button option, so you can click on it and drop the button where you would like it. For the radio buttons, this is where you will choose the different multi-choice options that you have configured already in your Integrify form. You're going to choose a group name that corresponds to the question, so I'm going to put callback. And then for the radio button choice, you're going to do the individual option. So this one would be yes in the callback question. So now you can click out of it, and now you can add another radio button for the no option. So make sure that the same group name is here, so this callback question, and the radio button choice is no. If you have multiple options or multiple questions that include radio buttons, so if I had another yes or no radio button question here, I would want to add another radio button, but I'd want to change the group name to something else. So you're just grouping the individual questions together. Now your PDF is ready to be mapped into Integrify, so make sure you click Save. Now in Integrify, you want to have those fields already configured on your form so you can map them into the PDF. Now I'm going to drag in the PDF generator task and give it a name. To configure the PDF generator task, right-click and under Configuration, choose Configure Task. Next, you are going to choose the name of what you would like to be generated when the task completes. Make sure you add a .pdf to the end of your name. And click Save. Now you're going to click on the Mappings tab and choose Add Parameter. You're going to choose the parameter name. These are the names that we created in Adobe on each individual field. Now we will map the fields to the form data. For the first one, I'm going to choose email address, data in the form to the email address. So here we're showing that the parameter name in that Adobe form is going to map to the form task, the email question. And we're going to click Save. And now we're going to do this for every single field that we created. So data from the form task and the phone number field. So we're basically just matching up each individual field. Next, we're going to add a notification that contains the generated PDF. So we're going to drag in a general notification here. We're going to connect. We're going to configure the notification by right-clicking under Configuration and Notification Settings. And here is where we are going to add the generated PDF we just created. So under the source, we're going to choose data. And for the task, we're going to choose that PDF generator task. So this one is generate price quote. And under the field, we are going to choose generated PDF. Now we're going to add that to the body of the notification. The next thing that you want to do to make sure that this attachment is in the email, we are going to click on Include Attachments Inline in Notifications. That way, the generated PDF is an attachment in the email notification. When you are done configuring the email notification, click Save. You're also going to want to make sure that the notification has a recipient. So I'm just going to add the requester for now and close it. So now the process has been configured. You're going to want to make sure that the process is in development mode before running any test requests so you can get all the notifications. So I'm going to choose Run Request. Once you've filled out all the form data, click Submit. And now you can see in the request detail that the process flowed through. And now I'm going to pull up the notification that I just received. So here's the notification I just received. It has the price quote attached to the email. And I can click on it and view all the information that was put in. So this is where you could test and see, okay, well, the date's looking a little large, the phone number's larger. So all these fields, like these look fine. So the callback, the radio button, that worked. You can go back into Adobe and edit the size of all these fonts so they just show up a little more nicely for your users. If you wanted to make changes to your font sizes after you've done a few tests, you can go back in under the Tools option and click Prepare Form again. And then you can right-click on the field under Properties, under Appearance, and then you can change the font size to a little bit smaller. And then close it and then change the other ones. And then make sure you save it again. And when you go back into Integrify, under the PDF generator, under Configuration and Configure Task, you're going to want to clear out the PDF document and re-upload it. Since you made changes, click Save. And then you want to go back into your Mappings tab and just make sure everything is still mapped properly. And then close it out. And then you can run through another test and make sure that everything looks the way that you would like it to. If you need any assistance with these tasks, always feel free to contact your customer success team.